That's right. Thanks very much, Jody. And here's something for you and all the other women watching this morning to think about. If you were attacked, would you know what to do? Well, we got some great self-defense tips that every woman can use coming up next. With recent events in the news, it really does once again bring to light our need to be prepared in situations. But this is just a good reminder for any time. Emma, you're going to show us one quick move that people can do today if they actually are approached and grabbed.
Yeah, I think it's simple. If you were walking down a trail or something in the middle of the day even, and someone to jump out of a bush and grab your wrist, for example, if you didn't know how to escape, then it could engage and get into a deeper altercation. So if I was just walking along and Misha's going to jump out and grab my wrist, I want to go into an athletic base so that I'm not off balance, and then I need to deal with that problem. So I'm going to get a little bit closer to her.
Which is very, that's not your natural instinct.
Would pull. I think you would pull. So I want to get into an athletic base so that I can't be pushed or pulled anymore. And then I get a little bit closer to her, and my base is a little bit lower than hers. My elbow is just going to come up through the middle, and I'm going to touch my elbow to her elbow. So I'm working just against that weak link here.
And then I guess the idea is that you're able to run away at that point.
Exactly.
Misha, we'll let you work with the other people who got up nice and early to help learn as well. Thanks very much. Let's talk about how, I guess maybe some basic rules, because when I was young, parents said, don't go down that back alley. That's an obvious one.
Of course.
Right.
But I think it's a bit more dangerous these days, and I think, awareness when you're leaving your home, and headphones, hoods up, and texting I think is a really big problem. It's a major distraction. You need to be focused on your surroundings.
Absolutely. Just before we go back to the host here, what if someone grabs with two arms?
Yeah, that's different, right? A different technique.
So
if you grab two hands on here, so I can't use that original technique. Same thing, base, but I reach through the middle now, and I just grab my fist, and I pull it to the opposite shoulder.
There you go. And then I'm away. To run away, which is the whole point, Jody. For more details on Elements, which by the way, you have drop-in classes on Tuesdays.
For women, yeah.
For women. So for more details, go to their website, but we're going to get tips all morning long. Absolutely. And here's a question for you, Jody, and for all the women out there. Would you know what to do if you were grabbed from behind? Choke from behind. We've got the answer, and it's the move that you can learn today. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Exactly. And what would you do if you were choked from behind? Emma, you've got something would be, I guess, maybe a little bit more of an advanced move, but we're also going to bring it down to something a little more basic in a bit. But show us what you've got going here.
We practice a lot, so this is what would be my go-to move if I was choked from behind. So here I go on top of my chin, hips up, throw, and then stomp to the face or stomp to the body.
Okay.
Escape.
Are you okay, Misha? Okay, perfect. You're going to teach me something a bit more basic. And again, when I was a kid, my mom said, kick to the groin. That's an obvious one, but doesn't help you if you're choked from behind.
Exactly. So you're rendered defenseless if your weapons are in the front. Right. So if I'm going to choke you like this, you're going to pull down on my arm. That's pretty natural, my bicep, elbow towards the floor. And now you're going to go into a nice strong base. Okay? Hips back. Push your hips back against me a bit. Now walk to the side where my shoulder is. And you just keep the arm, you keep walking until you get out the back door.
And then I'm gone.
And then yeah, exactly.
Okay, now I want to just give our viewers there's a little bit of viewer discretion advised here, because we're not going to just sort of be pretty about this right now. We're going to do something that is very real as far as the force that you're going to choke me with next.
We start out like that, but really this is what it would feel like for real. Okay? So someone would come up behind you. Yep. It would feel like this. Okay. So do everything we just did. Yes. Good.
Okay. Wow, and I should point out too that before we did this, we were told that there's safe word, or if I was really actually, because that was a lot of force. It almost makes me want to cry, because that was unexpected.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. So in here we tap. If it's too much, we just tap. But we build up to that over time, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay, so that's the whole point here. We want to make sure that people get that muscle memory, that they're prepared, and especially women out there. You have a women's self-defense course. Drop in tonight. For more details, go to their website. But again, Michelle, such important information, and it's all about being prepared.